What's good with you fellas? T-Ray the Collector back here with another video. This time around we got my Blu-ray and 4K pickups for the month of June. Picked up quite a bit of stuff this month. It was really easy too with all the sales going on. You have the Criterion sale which is going on right now until July 27th. So I did pick up a few things from that. You had the Target buy one get one 50% off, which I already showed you guys what I picked up from that. So if you want to check that out, go watch that video. I'm not going to duplicate it in this video and show you guys those again. But I do have a bunch of stuff from Amazon, Hamilton Book, Deep Discount, a bunch of in-person pickups, and of course my Criterion sale pickups. So not going to waste too much time. Just going to go ahead and jump right into it here, starting with the in-person pickups with one I just picked up today, which is Army of Darkness. I just got back from Walmart and this was on the shelf for I want to say 8.45, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Don't have it in the collection, decided to go ahead and do that. Very excited to check this one out. I've never seen it, which is gonna be corrected soon. Definitely excited to pop that one in and watch that. Up next, I picked up Blazing Saddles. This movie is awesome. I was really surprised they had the 4K at Walmart. This is the only one of these new slip covers they got here in a 4K, and I believe it's only 20 bucks. So if you guys want a 4K of Blazing Saddles, definitely go check your Walmarts. Great movie. Definitely got quite a bit of laughs out of me. I love watching this movie. I could watch it all the time. Then up next, we got my Game Exchange pickups. They do the buy two, get one free, of course. So I believe I picked up 9 titles from there. The first of which being Stone Cold. This is a great movie. I didn't know Brian Bosworth was even an actor. I knew he was in the that Adam Sandler football movie. I can't. It's either Stomp the Yard or The Longest Yard. Having brain fog right now, so I can't remember. But I knew he was in that. But I didn't know he did like his own solo movies here. And I was actually pleasantly surprised by this. This is a pretty damn good movie. Better than I was expecting anyway. When it comes to those '80s cheesy action movies, I really loved this one. I'm glad to have it in the collection. And if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a lot of fun. Up next, I picked up Tower Heist. This movie isn't the greatest movie by any means, but I do love a good heist movie, and I saw this one in theaters, so definitely had to pick it up. And the cast is really good. You got Matthew Broderick, Eddie Murphy, Ben Stiller. Really fun cast, and I remember enjoying this when I saw it in theaters when I was like 12. So definitely excited to add that to the collection. Up next, I picked up The Lost Boys. I didn't have this in the collection at all. I had been eyeing the 4K for a little bit, but decided to go ahead and get the Blu-ray for now. And then if it was a movie I really enjoyed, I would upgrade later on. I did watch it and I did enjoy it. Not sure it's like quite upgrade to 4K territory. Maybe if there's like a really good sale on it, I might upgrade this to 4K. But I did have a lot of fun with this movie and thought it was pretty damn good. Like I said, am I gonna upgrade it to 4K? Maybe if there's a good sale, I probably will, but I'm not gonna pay full price for it for sure. Up next, I picked up The Never Ending Story. Really excited to have this one in the collection. This is one I've been wanting for a long time. This is a childhood classic. This is one of those that would come on HBO when I was a kid, and I remember watching it, on Saturday morning and stuff. So very excited to have that in the collection and revisit those memories. Then up next, I got some 4Ks here. I picked up The Revenant. Been picking up a lot of 4Ks. Like I told you guys in my last video, I upgraded my TV and my sound system, so I've really been wanting to test it out with different movies. This was a fun one to do it with. I really enjoyed this movie. The 4K disc does skip in some places. Not a huge deal, and it didn't really take away from my enjoyment of the movie. It only really happens in like 2 places, so not a huge deal, but I did enjoy this one. Leo was great in this. Up next, another Leo DiCaprio movie. I picked up Shutter Island. I haven't seen this one in a couple of years. Very excited to revisit this one. I feel like this one's a little bit more fun when you know what's going to happen. You can kind of like watch and connect the dots and see what's going to happen when you are, or you can kind of watch and connect the dots when you already know what's going to happen and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Because the first time you watch this, I feel like the twist is pretty unexpected unless it was spoiled for you before you watched it or something. But very excited to watch this one again, knowing what's going to happen. Up next, another movie I watched on HBO all the time. Me and my grandpa used to watch this all the time on HBO, and that is Wild Hogs. I was very excited to see this one in the store. This has been on my want list for a little while. I remember looking this up on eBay, like when I first started collecting, and it being kind of a pricier Blu-ray disc. And after I found it, I looked it up on eBay again, and it seems like it had gone down, which is maybe I'm just misremembering, or maybe something happened with this. I'm not sure, but I was very excited to get this one. I really enjoy that movie. Not the greatest movie by any means, but it's a lot of fun. And then up next, my last game exchange pickup, I picked up Gran Torino. I've been going on a little Clint Eastwood binge, watching The Pale Rider, The Outlaw Josie Wales, that kind of stuff, and decided to check out some of his non-Western movies. And I thought Gran Torino would be a good starting point, and it was only like $5.99 with the slipcover. So couldn't pass that up. Very excited to check it out. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Should make a fun addition to the Clint Eastwood marathon I've been going on recently. Up next, I'm going to show you guys my deep discount and Hamilton book pickups, starting with The Problem Child. This is one I've wanted in the collection for a while. Again, yet another HBO movie I remember watching on Saturday afternoon at my grandparents' house. This was a great. This is a this is a fun movie. Old Junior here is like the epitome of a jerk, but I do remember enjoying these, so I'm excited to revisit that and check that out. Up next, this is one I've wanted in my collection for a very, very long time. I almost paid the Shout Factory limited release price on eBay a couple times, but that is Unlawful Entry. I finally found a region free copy. They had it on deep discount for like 17, 18 bucks. Pretty sure it's still available over there, so if you guys want to go pick that up and add this gem of a movie to your collection, definitely recommend doing it. This is a region free copy, and I'm super super excited to have this in the collection. Like I said, this is one I've wanted for so long, so to finally have it feels really good. Like this is one of those that like I was waiting by the mailbox for this to come in. Very excited to finally have Unlawful Entry, one of my favorite Kurt Russell movies for sure. And those two were from deep discount. These next few are from Hamilton Books. I picked up Getting Even with Dad. This movie gets a lot of slack and doesn't have the greatest ratings, but this is just a fun, light-hearted movie with Macaulay Culkin and Ted Danson. I think it's a lot of fun. It's kind of just one of those movies you throw on when you don't want to watch anything that's going to require like too much thinking. And the henchmen in this movie are really fun. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with it. I think if you enjoy like just classic feel good movies, you'll really enjoy this one. I thoroughly enjoyed Getting Even with Dad, and it was super cheap, as with all these next movies on Hamilton Book. I also picked up Wakefield with Bryan Cranston. This was a pleasant little surprise. I had heard some good things about this movie, some not so good things about this movie, and I really ended up enjoying it. This is a really unique movie if you haven't seen it. Basically, Bryan Cranston is tired of living his everyday life, with his family and his job and stuff, and decides to just hide out in his attic for a while. I'm not going to spoil anything because I definitely think you guys should check this one out if you haven't seen it. Kind of a nice little under the radar movie, and Bryan Cranston is great as always. He's fantastic in everything he's in, and this one is definitely no different. Highly recommend checking out Wakefield if you've never seen it. Up next, I picked up the original Carrie. I have the remake with Chloe Grace Moretz. I haven't had this one in my collection, so decided to go ahead and do it. I'm kind of already stockpiling movies for spooky season. It's only, well, the end of June right now, but the way this year's gone by, I'm going to blink and it's going to be October, so definitely need to go ahead and stockpile on those movies. So I went ahead and picked up Carrie for pretty cheap. It is one of those like art covers, which aren't my favorite. I do prefer like the original movie poster or the original Blu-ray cover art, but for $4.95, I'm not going to complain about that. Up next, these are definitely not my favorite movies, but I needed them to complete my Turtles movie collection. I now officially have every single Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles feature-length film with these. I had seen these at Big Lots when they were doing their store closing sale, and I ended up passing on it. I don't know why I did that. It was super cheap, but it ended up being, cheap on Hamilton Book too. So I decided to go ahead and pick that up. I'm betting they got these from Big Lots when they liquidated all their, all their inventory. I'm betting that's where these came from. So kind of got a second chance with those. Like I said, not my favorite movies. I do enjoy them. It's something I'll watch if it's on. Not going to go out of my way to watch them, but needed them to complete the collection there. Up next, I picked up a comedy that's been long overdue in my collection, and that is Due Date. I love this movie. I remember watching this one late night when I was like probably 14 or 15 and just dying laughing. The scene where Zach Galifianakis is in the bathroom and Robert Downey Jr.'s character tells him to act like he's coaching a football team and his wife calls him and wants a divorce. One of my favorite scenes in a comedy movie, and this movie is just hilarious. So I'm very excited to finally have it in the collection. Very excited to check this one out again. It's been a little while since I've seen it, so it's long overdue, no pun intended. Up next, I picked up The Train Robbers, John Wayne movie. Been getting some John Wayne movies here recently. I believe I picked up The Cowboys and The Searchers last month. So definitely needed some more John Wayne, and this one was cheap, so decided to get The Train Robbers. I'm sure I've seen this when my grandpa binges westerns like nobody's business, so I'm sure this has been on in the background while I've been at his house at some point. So I'm very excited to actually sit down and watch it and pay attention and not just have it be a background movie. This looks like it's going to be quite a bit of fun. Up next, I picked up a Karate Kid double feature. This has the Karate Kid Part 3 and the next Karate Kid. I'm working my way through getting all the Karate Kid movies right now. I think I just need Part 2 to kind of finish this era of the Karate Kid, not any of the new stuff or anything like that. But I've been eyeing that on Amazon, so I should pick that up soon. It's not very expensive at all, just one of those things where it's like I'll get it when I get it. But yeah, I picked up Part 3 and the next Karate Kid there. Up next, I picked up something for the John Hughes collection. I picked up The Breakfast Club. I'm going to be honest, I like this movie. Is it one of my favorite John Hughes movies? No. But I do enjoy this movie. And it's definitely something you got to have in your collection when you're trying to get all the John Hughes films. I feel like you just got to have this one. This is probably his most popular film. Like I said, not my most favorite, but I do enjoy The Breakfast Club, and it was cheap. So I went ahead and picked that up. And then next, I'm going to show you guys everything I picked up on Amazon, and that does include some new releases and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into those, starting off with a movie I watched last night and really, really enjoyed, and that is The Sting. This is the 1974 Oscar Best Picture winner, and for good reason. This movie's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one. If you like heist movies, I definitely recommend checking this out. The 4K doesn't look just like blow your socks off good. In some places, it actually looks kind of bad, I would say, but in a lot of places, it does look really good as well. So definitely worth picking up the 4K. I think it's $12 on Amazon, and for that price, I definitely recommend picking it up. Especially if you haven't seen this one, this is a great movie. Up next, I picked up To Live and Die in LA. This was a blind buy that I hadn't seen. I did watch this one last night as well. I didn't just absolutely love it. I thought it was good. It just maybe not for me, but the 4K does look and sound really good. It was making my speakers vibrate at some point. There's lots of explosions and stuff during this movie, so definitely a good one to experience on 4K. Is it one? It's probably one I'm not going to revisit a whole lot, but it's definitely something I'll revisit again, just if only for how good it looked and sounded on 4K. Up next, I picked up one of my favorite movies of all time on Blu-ray, and that is The Bronx Tale. I absolutely love this movie. This is definitely in my top 20, 25 favorite movies of all time. Very, very good movie. If you've never seen this one, what are you doing? I'm sure all you guys have seen this, but if not, run and go watch it right now. I believe this was going for like $25 on Amazon, which is a pretty good price for it. I wish we could get a 4K of this movie, but for now, the Blu-ray will do. I'm not sure we're ever going to get a 4K, but hopefully one day we do. I think this would look really good on 4K. But yeah, for now, the Blu-ray is going to do, and it came with a slipcover, so hard to beat that. Up next, I picked up one of the wackiest movies I've ever seen in my entire life. This movie feels like an absolute fever dream, and that is Greener Grass. I love this movie. This is written, directed, and starring Jocelyn DeBoer, I think is how you say her last name. I might be butchering that, but she's awesome in this movie. And the fact that she wrote it is crazy. She kills it in this movie. This movie is nuts. Like, if you've never seen this is a movie you watch at 2 a.m. and it feels like you just took like a NyQuil nap or something. This movie is absolutely insane. Don't want to give anything away about it. This is best going into blind. 100%. Definitely check this one out. It's a very underrated movie that not a lot of people talk about. Up next, I picked up Ferris Bueller's Day Off on 4K. This was down to 17 bucks on Amazon. It's something I keep in my save for later quite a bit, and saw it go down to 17 and figured since I just upgraded my TV, gotta have Ferris Bueller in there and enjoy his day off with him. So very excited to get this one. The Blu-ray looks really good. I remember watching it not too long ago, so I'm excited to check it out on 4K. I'm positive this one's gonna look pretty damn good. So very excited to have that one. Up next, I picked up Roadhouse. As you can tell, I'm a massive Roadhouse fan. This is definitely in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. And once I upgraded my TV and my sound system, this is one that I was like, I'm going to splurge a little bit and get the Roadhouse 4K. I think it ended up being like 29 bucks on Amazon, which for a Vinegar Syndrome, which I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome release is not bad at all if you guys know anything about that. Their releases tend to be pretty pricey and stay pretty pricey until there's a sale on them, and even then, 30 bucks is a good sale price on them. So I don't collect a lot of Vinegar Syndrome, but for one of my favorite movies of all time, I absolutely had to. Besides, Pain Don't Hurt, and this whole month has been pain on my wallet. Up next, I picked up a new release, and that is Novocaine. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought this was a nice, kind of refreshing, original action movie. Doesn't seem like we get a whole lot of like fun action movies anymore, so this was a lot of fun. And I was the only person in the theater when I was watching this when it came out, so that was a fun time. Really enjoyed this one. Very excited to have it in the collection. I pre-ordered that, so it was day one pickup for me. Up next, I picked up the Megan 4K Steelbook. I have this on Blu-ray, but I got really excited with the Megan 2.0 coming out and decided I'm going to go ahead and get them both on 4K. Go ahead. I already got my pre-order in for Megan 2.0, which I recently saw and really enjoyed. It's probably not for everybody, especially with a major shift in tone from this movie. But if you like 80s action movies, like sci-fi action movies, I think you'll really enjoy Megan 2.0. And I highly recommend going to see it, just if not to support, movies like that getting made. It was a lot of fun, I thought. And I hope we get a Megan 3.0 to kind of at least finish a trilogy here. But yeah, got the Megan 4K Steelbook there. Up next, I picked up another action movie. I picked up Tango and Cash with Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone. I absolutely love this movie. Not gonna lie, the sound mix on this Blu-ray kind of sucks. I really wish we could get a 4K of this movie. I love this movie. This is probably top tier action movie for me. I have so many favorite action movies that it's hard to say where this falls, but this is definitely up there. I really enjoy Tango and Cash. Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone have some great chemistry together, and they both play a really fun, badass part. Really enjoyed them in this buddy cop movie. Highly recommend checking that out if you've never seen it. Then up next, I picked up Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. This is another fun buddy team up cop movie here. I like this one as well. I wish this one would get a 4K too, but probably not gonna happen if I had to guess. But hopefully I'm wrong. But yeah, I did enjoy Showdown in Little Tokyo. The Blu-ray was really good on this one. Then the last little bit of stuff I picked up here is from the Criterion sale. Picked up quite a bit of blind buys, and I still definitely want to get some more. I'm just waiting until next payday. That's kind of the good thing about these sales that go on for a month, is that you got time to get what you want. There's three more titles I for sure want to get. You guys will probably see those in next month's haul video, but I did pick up, of course, No Country for Old Men 4K. This is one of the best movies of the last 20 years for sure. Absolutely love this movie, and this is one I had been wanting in the collection for a little bit. My old Blu-ray had been played quite a bit of times, so I'm very excited to have a 4K version finally. Up next, this was a blind buy, and I'm not too sure how I felt about it. Definitely a very odd movie. It's produced by Martin Scorsese, not directed by him. Directed by Stephen Ferrers. I don't know any of his other movies off the top of my head, but this is definitely a really odd movie. Not what I was expecting at all. I was kind of expecting like a heist movie type thing, and I mean it in an essence it is, but this is definitely just a very odd movie. If you've never seen it, I can't say that I loved it enough to recommend it. It's worth watching if you like weird movies, but I didn't just absolutely love it. Unlike the next movie here, After Hours, this was directed by Martin Scorsese, and this was odd too, but this was like a better odd for my taste. This movie feels like if you've ever had a dream where it feels like you need to do something, but you can't figure out what it is and you just can't seem to do it. This movie encapsulates that essence like perfectly. This movie is like a fever nap dream. This movie stressed me out. This is like the original Uncut Gems. If you've never seen this one, I definitely recommend it if you like stuff like Uncut Gems or Good Times. This is definitely like the OG of those movies. Looks really good on 4K too, so I definitely recommend picking it up while you got the chance on the Criterion sale that's going on. And then another very odd movie, Repo Man with Emilio Estevez, directed by Alan Cox. This movie is very Napoleon Dynamite esque, like in the dialogue portion of it, but just very odd, like as the story unfolds. I really enjoyed this one. This is probably my favorite pickup besides No Country for Old Men, with the stuff I got from the Criterion sale. And I really enjoyed this one. This one definitely has some serious rewatchability to me. It's a really funny movie just because of the dialogue that goes on. Like I said, it's very Napoleon Dynamite esque and like grounded in reality, but also kind of ridiculous. Thoroughly enjoyed Repo Man. If you've never seen it, I definitely recommend it. And it made for a very weird triple feature with After Hours. And the next movie I'm going to show you guys is Videodrome. I did watch this one, Repo Man, and After Hours all in a triple feature, and I felt so odd after that. Like I just watched the three weirdest movies of all time. Very different types of weird, but all very weird for sure. Videodrome is different. This was a blind buy for me. I kind of expected more horror, and it does definitely have some horror elements to it. Definitely some body horror, but I did enjoy this one. James Wood was really good in this one. Definitely something I'm gonna rewatch, and I really enjoyed the VHS style disc art or cover art on that. Definitely a very odd movie. Would make a great double feature with something like The Substance or something. But that triple feature night I had with that Repo Man and After Hours was one of the weirdest triple features I've ever subjected myself to. But that does it, guys. That's everything I picked up this month. What did you guys pick up? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I know I've seen a lot of you guys posting your Criterion sale stuff. Be sure to let me know what you picked up from that in the comments below. Like I said, it does go on for a month, so fully expecting to buy some more from that. Like I said, 3 titles off the top of my head that I know I want for sure from that. But you guys will see that in next month's haul. And if you guys picked up anything from the earlier in the month Target buy one get one 50% off, be sure to let me know about that as well. And other than that, guys, that's pretty much going to do it. Be sure to subscribe if you stuck around this long. As always, I really do appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around this long and listening to me ramble on about movies. Love talking movies with you guys. And as always, it's been a pleasure. You've been phenomenal. I've been T-Ray, and I will see you in the next one.